accounting, auditing, and governance of Islamic financial institution. Again, the Islamic financial institution ni will cover Islamic banking, takaful, development financial institution. Tapi kita fokus scope for this code for Islamic banks only. Okay. That's why also we learn about who is IOFI and their functions, because IOFI relate to Islamic financial institutions. Okay. So explain the principles and characteristics of Islamic financial institutions. I hope you already understand about Islamic financial institution development and challenges and the needs for Islamic accounting, auditing, and governance for Islamic financial institution. Why we need Islamic accounting? Okay, in terms of doing the transactions and in terms of reporting. When we talk about Islamic accounting, auditing, and governance, kalau accounting, maksud saya, we will look at the practice and also the disclosure. So for Islamic accounting, refer to the transactions that involve provisions of riba, gharar, maisir, syariah non-compliance activities. Auditing, the difference between conventional audit and Sharia audit. Okay, governance. Okay. Why we need Sharia governance? Why we need Sharia audit? Why we need Islamic accounting? And what are the differences? So points yang you kena ingat adalah the salient features of Islamic financial institution, provisions of riba, gharar, maisir, non-syariah compliant activities, and then to gain Allah blessing. Itu point yang biasa digunakan. And then as khalifah, even as accountant or for the institutions juga. Yeah? Khalifah of Allah. So everything accountant is accountable to provide sufficient information for the users to decide whether the institution comply with Sharia or not, and also to ensure that the institutions do comply with Sharia, from the perspective of the users and from the institution itself. Second, adhere to professional ethics, value, and professionalism. So I hope that we already gone through the code of ethics of IOFI, and then you pun dah buat annual report analysis, so you can see how actually certain disclosure requirement for Islamic financial institution to ensure full disclosure, to ensure that the institution can inform the users that they are Sharia compliant. Okay, so kita dah tengok the recording part, how actually the bank record financing, and then they disclose information about Sharia contract use, okay, and how actually the disclosure in line with Islamic principles, the ethical dimension, CSR dimensions, okay. And then third learning outcome, evaluate Sharia contract. I hope that you can confidently explain about what is murabahah, istisna, salam, okay, ijara. Okay. And then further, we learn about the application of Sharia contract when you do the assignment Sharia contract. You know about musyarakah mutanakisah, you know about bai bitaman ajil, ijarah summa bai, ijarah muntahiyah bitamlik, tawarruk, commodity murabahah. And then you know at this point of time, this Syariah contract, itu adalah Syariah contract, can be used or apply in certain product. For example, home financing, vehicle financing, business financing, credit card, saving account, okay, current account. So I hope that you are clear on how actually Islamic financial institution need to apply or use this Sharia contract to avoid the issues, to avoid riba. Okay, sebab riba kalau loan tu akan ada elements of interest. Okay, kalau riba tu tak semestinya element of interest sahaja, but also when there is a penalty for late payment. Okay, and then when we talk about penalty, you need to understand about gharamah and ta'wid. Okay, why for Islamic financial institution still need to charge penalty for late payment? Okay, even though it is Sharia non-compliant, and then what are the mechanism for them to make it, to cleanse the amount of riba occur with the penalty charge that they get for late payment by the customer. Okay, contemporary issues on accounting, we already gone through about harmonization, the use of standard. MASB states that Islamic financial institution must comply with MASB approved accounting standard even though it is conventional based. And then they justify why, okay, and then why the Islamic financial institution in Malaysia cannot apply IOFI standard, walaupun IOFI itu dikira sebagai Islamic accounting standard. Okay, and cannot means not all items cannot be applied. They can apply accounting standard IOFI if it does not conflict with the MASB standard. Okay, and also issue of reporting pun kita dah cover indirectly from your first group assignment on Sharia contract. Kita tengok juga kepada reporting. We also look at the importance of having product disclosure sheet. Okay, so I hope bila I explain overview of the course ni, you dah familiar dengan apa yang I sebutkan ni. Ya, taklah macam baru pertama kali dengar. Ya. So this is a wrap lah. issues of substance over form, time value of money. Okay, so which standard that each Sharia contract should apply. Okay, and then governance. Governance, what are the requirements about Sharia governance framework, Sharia governance policy 2019, why there is a need to have a new one, what is new, why it is stricter requirement in Sharia governance policy 2019. How about Islamic Financial Services Act? Okay, what are the guiding principles? IFSB number 3, IFSB 10. Okay, and then risk IFSB guiding principles. Later we can look at the question for risk on Thursday. Okay, what is the difference in risk management for Islamic financial institution as compared to conventional banking institution? What is Sharia risk? Okay, so Sharia risk is considered or fall under the category of operational risk. So apa sebenarnya Sharia risk? The difference ataupun what are the materiality? Okay, which one is considered as high risk, which one is not? Okay, so high risk relate to the high impact of non-compliance from the non-compliance event, and also more frequently or more likely to occur, so it is considered high risk. Okay? And then auditing issues, we know about the difference between conventional audit and Sharia audit, and who perform Sharia audit, how actually Sharia auditor use COSO framework or use IPPF. Okay, what is the 3 lines of defenses? Okay, so those are overview of the content for the course. So I hope that you are now fully equipped with the knowledge that I mentioned just now. We are done with group project. Okay, Sharia contract, annual report, test, and final assessment insyaAllah on the last day. Lewat sungguh. 22nd February. Okay. So these are the content. You can go through satu-satu, tengok you dah cover ke tidak. Okay, even if final assessment dia tak keluar pun topik 1 and 2, tapi sebab it is a basic knowledge, so you are going to use that information also when you answer the rest of the chapters, the rest of the topics. Okay, so Sharia contract, okay, harmonization yang macam saya cakap tadi, the governance, chapter mana semua, risk and audit. Okay, so test actually relate to CLO, cost learning outcome yang first, report Sharia contract, cost learning outcome number 3, annual report analysis, cost learning outcome number 2. Finally, cost learning outcome number 3. So dia akan cover chapter 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. One question from each chapter lah. Okay. ni yang I dah terangkan tadi. Okay. We are done. InsyaAllah final ni on 22nd. So final assessment, question 1, syariah contract, 20 marks. Okay. Question 2, international accounting harmonization, 15 marks. Governance, 20 marks. Risk management, 25 marks. Audit, 20 marks. The allocations of mark is higher for the chapters that we spend more time on it. Okay. And the level of difficulty kalau macam syariah contract ni dengan governance ni kita dah cover basically dalam annual report analysis dan assignment of syariah contract, ya. Okay. So risk management dengan audit juga, ya, dalam annual analysis. So the exam will be on 22nd, 2:15 to 5:15, attendance at 2 p.m. Buffer 5:15 ni you dah kena stop answering the questions, ya. Sama sahaja macam test, ya. Dia punya modus operandi lah, ya. Nanti I share this slide also. So during this time, because there are many of you, 62, I kena check satu-satu sama ada I can read your answer tu ataupun tidak, whether it is clear or not. So I need time 5 suku sampai 5:45. Itu pun mungkin ada yang lambat, ya. Mungkin lebih daripada pukul 6, tapi 5:45 tu sistem akan ditutup lah. But still you need to wait for me to check, so that after everything is clear, then I can release you. Kalau ada jawapan yang tak clear dan sebagainya, I akan minta you hantar semula. Okay. So make sure you use ink tu, bagilah ink yang pekat sikit dakwat dia. Okay, when you scan or you take photo, it is clear. So you dah pernah alaminya semasa test tu, so you dah nampak dah hasilnya macam mana. I pun dah pulangkan balik you punya test tu, so you tengok, you baca balik, macam tu lah, sama ada clear ataupun tak. I nak baca tu macam tu lah rupa dia. So kalau you nak tengok balik, you rasa macam it is clear enough, then okay. If not, find a way so that when you submit it to me, I can read your answers tu. Write your name on each page of your answer script, so that sometimes bila I save your file tu, nama file tu tak tahulah kan, dia akan hilang. The name tu ada, tapi kadang-kadang technical part lah, just to contingency plan. Write your name, at least your name. Katakan tak cukup masa untuk tulis, macam nama pun boleh lah, ya. On each page. Okay, and then page number tu letaklah, ya, 1/total pages lah. Kalau you ada 5 pages, 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5. Sebab takut ada missing pages, ya. Sebab I masa buffer ni, I cuma check sama ada I boleh baca ke tidak sahaja. I tak check lah sama ada you dah jawab semua ke tidak. Tak sempat. Sebab ramai, ya, you ramai. So I just tengok, okay, I go through first page ni, I boleh baca second, third. Sebab ada yang first page clear, tapi rupanya yang page 3 tu blur. Okay, so jangan terbalik itu tak apa, I boleh maafkan lagi. Tapi kalau tak boleh nak baca tu, I tak, macam mana? Kalau tak boleh nak baca, macam mana I nak mark? And then make sure you keep your answers tu at any time. If I cannot read, mungkin bila I dah mark tu, I kata I tak boleh nak baca ya, sebab tak jelas. So I need you to resubmit. Walaupun masa tu dah lewat, tapi I have your original one. So I just want to look at the sentence ke mungkin tak clear ya. Idaklah you akan buat jawapan yang baru. Okay. So it is very important. Take it seriously. And then save your answer in PDF format. One file ya. Jangan hantar separately. One page ya. Ataupun hantar foto. Make it standard. Okay. Okay, so write the answer clearly. Start new question on new page ni tak ikut pun tak apa. Sebab if there are so many pages, then you taking more time to scan kan. Okay, and then write the question number, write the page number for every answer sheet. Snap picture, scan your answer, make sure pictures or images are clear. Convert to PDF, rename it to AUD688, final February 22 and your metric number. Check the file to ensure the completeness. You do not depend on me to check for you. Sebab once you submit tu, that's it. Kalau face-to-face punya exam pun, apa yang you submit tu, itulah dia. Kalau tertinggal atas meja ke, you lupa nak ikat sekali ke, itu it is uncontrollable. It is, we cannot control that. You yang akan control the completeness of your answer. And then number 5, submit or upload your answer if the uploading process take longer. Okay, boleh lah kalau you nak contingency kan. Tapi at the end tu, I akan bagi nama siapa yang I dah terima jawapan tu kan. List of names for those who successfully submit. If you are having problem in submitting or uploading your answer, please inform me. WhatsApp lah ya. So that senang I nak keep track kepada masalah you. We try, hopefully everything smoothly happen for the final assessment lah. Any questions for the final assessment, punya coverage dan sebagainya? Ini kan bila besok nak, bila sehari dua nak exam tu, tanya pula I chapter mana yang masuk. Ada apa-apa soalan ke?
No, madam.
Okay. Ada apa-apa yang konten yang you tak clear ke berkenaan dengan ni? Kita akan tengok soalannya nanti on Thursday. Okay. Okay, I nak tunjuk dulu. So I akan bagi pada you nanti markah untuk assignment ni. Tapi before that, I go through supaya you boleh nampak lah sepatutnya you jawab apa so that I don't have to explain further later. For the name tu tak ada masalah. Accounting, mission statement, discuss their commitment to Syariah compliance if any. So maybe they the statement relate to their aim to provide Syariah compliance product and so on, yang mana yang berkait dengan their aim to be Syariah compliance. You can further elaborate on that. Vision statement discuss on their commitment to Syariah compliance if you can find any from the statements. External auditors report ni, name of auditor and type of audit opinion. Okay, yang ni tak ada masalah. Discuss how Syariah Committee report comply with the Bank Negara Malaysia requirement. So kalau kita nak tengok Bank Negara Malaysia requirement, you have to look at Bank Syariah Governance Policy lah. Dalam Syariah Governance Policy, dia dah keluarkan requirement on the qualification of Syariah Committee, number of Syariah Committee member. Okay, so you mention whether they are in compliance or not, and then how many Syariah, in compliance too, meaning in terms of qualifications and number of member of Syariah Committee, and then what are the contents of the report. Apa yang dia inform dalam report tu, does it actually comply with the Bank Negara Malaysia punya requirement. Discuss any disclosure on secretariat to the Syariah Committee responsibility, if any. Okay, so this one manage the meetings of Syariah Committee. Dia macam LO between the bank and Syariah Committee. Discuss how Board of Directors perform its oversight accountability for Sharia governance implementations and the bank's overall compliance with Sharia. Maybe they disclose their Board of Directors activities, for example, if they have any trainings. Sebab ada bank yang buat training and exam for the board so that the board to understand about Sharia compliance. The bank's overall compliance with Sharia may be by having Sharia governance, by having all functions required by Sharia governance policy. For example, dia ada function Sharia review, Sharia audit, Sharia risk. Okay. Discuss how the bank instinct ni macam redundant juga antara yang atas ni bawah. Tak apa, I akan tengok content dia yang mana kalau tone from the top adoptions ni macam mana dia nak ensure the culture of Sharia compliance lah to the overall, to the whole organisation. Okay. Tauhidi approach, accountability, tengok dulu Tauhidi approach tu apa, and then sama ada they are in compliance or not. Syuratik, normally they will take into consideration whether there is any meetings happen, number of meetings, ataupun any kind of measures that they take in order to get opinion from the customer, from the stakeholder. Ethical dimension, ada tak dia letakkan any info on ethics, or how they ensure ethical working environment in the institutions. Social responsibility dimension, look at how their CSR disclosure, okay, whether there is any info on how much that they donate, or who are the parties involved, okay. Sharia risk management, maybe for the company, they appoint Sharia risk managers. For example, they implement enterprise risk management with line of defense. Sharia audit, maybe they inform that in their anything that relate to that, though I will accept lah, as long as you have a proper discussion. Audit, the Sharia audit functions, where are they in the governance framework, in the governance structure, okay, how actually they ensure independence, okay. So that's all the questions. So later when I comment tu, nanti you tengok lah jawapan you all, insyaAllah by this week, okay. So I think for the that's all for the overview of the content. Yeah. So next week kita akan ambil soalan satu. I dah share ke soalan? I akan share semula lah. Past year's question so that you can try to answer. Next class kita akan tengok balik macam how to attempt the questions. Yeah. So I akan bagi dulu. So lepas ni you cuba jawab. Cuba jawab tu, jangan you tengok soalan tu rasa boleh jawab, okey tak. Cuba tulis jawapan tu dengan penuh. Let's say try maybe within 3 hours tu boleh ke tak dijawab. Okay, so strategize, ya. Work smart. Okay. Kena ada strategi supaya you be able to answer within the time given. Okay, sama ada you nak jawab susah dulu ke, you senang dulu ke, ikut yang mana you punya strategi lah yang works for you. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Madam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Madam.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.